What's going on, you guys? Back again in Planet Coaster in Valley, America, as if I do anything else on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and comment if you're new, all that good, self-promotion that, it's kind of an unwritten law you got to do if you have any sort of channel on YouTube. But there are a few important things I want to talk about real quick, and then per usual, I will jump off the mic. Timestamps are in the description and comment section as always, but I do advise you listen to some of this stuff because it is kind of important. I mean, not impeachment important. How about that, by the way? We don't have an opinion. I have an opinion. Not going to share it, though. This Giga roller coaster went under quite a facelift since we have last been together, and I didn't get it on the time lapse just because it was a lot of trial and error, a lot of back and forth, and I just didn't want to waste your time and all that good stuff. F4 Ace, an incredible coaster builder in Planet Coaster, commented on my last video, and the moral of his comment was, that looks like hell. And he's 100% correct. This is important, you guys. I cannot stress this enough. If you see something that doesn't look right, call me on my bullshit, put it in the comments down below, because I want to constantly improve as a builder. He sent me some pictures and templates of his Giga coasters, how he does it, and my God, he is miles ahead of me. I don't know what the hell you people are doing subscribing to me. Subscribe to him real quick, okay? Anyway, he did send me some templates for a Giga roller coaster lift hill, which one stands at 307, one 360. Unfortunately, I received those after I finished up the whole layout, so I would have used them had it not been done, but that would just be a ton of work. I'm trying to get this out for you guys. I'll link those in the description down below and his channel as well. But he was right. This lift and this drop and this structure looked like hell. It was too thin, it was too narrow, it was a very emaciated kind of, I don't want to say Ethiopian, kind of skinny looking thing, and the shaping was way too symmetrical because B&M coasters have a very distinct drop to them, and he mentioned that, and he is entirely right. So I went ahead, looked at more reference photos, looked at some of the stuff he has built, and completely changed it up. It's not entirely perfect, we'll go over it in the real-time overview, but I think we're honing in on something. A lot better, I'm a lot more content with how it turned out, so that's that. What you're seeing right now is just we're going to go ahead and kind of set up an outline for the backstage area, which will be on the completely left side of the International Street, finish up the support work, and we do that Fury tunnel that you saw in the intro. That turned out a lot cooler than I thought, so stay tuned for all that good stuff. We finish up the entrance plaza. We extended the paths out a little bit, like I mentioned in the last episode, and yeah, it's where the front, leading up to the front entrance is pretty much all but done. So next episode, and I know I keep saying this, you can expect some International Street work, and then we'll go ahead and jump on the mic, probably around the time of the new year with Cameron, who will present to the world our oh-so-steezy RMC for this park. So that's really what's been going on. That's what's good. That's what's, well, Gucci. I will meet you guys in the real-time overview. Anywho, anyhow, anyway, you are beautiful and I love you. And again, if anything happens between now and then, we will miss you dearly. please. I said Giga, by the way, okay? Just let's clear the air. So here we are in the real-time overview, and that new drop. I mean, it looks better. It's not quite there. It's not, perfect. It doesn't look exactly like a majority of the B&M Giga Coaster drops do, but I think we're close. It kind of has that constant, it's constantly, the angle is constantly changing as you're going down. There's a word for that. What's the word for that? Hey, we got a new subscriber. Cool. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Parabolic.
Yeah, it's quite parabolic. It's constantly curving, going downward. Look at me, Mr. Who is my geometry teacher? Fuck him, I didn't like him anyway. Here we go. It just looks a lot nicer. We went ahead and beefed up the supports. It's a lot girthier now. We added a lot of girth. That's a fun word. So that's what's good with that. We also, so basically, if you're familiar with Fury, again, we're referencing Carowinds.
Today, Junior!
Quite a bit. Their Fury runs entirely over the backstage. Well, not like entirely, but there's a lot of backstage and storage and stuff under the lift, and that's kind of what we're going for here. This is a fun little thing. So I saw some images circulating on the internet that Vortex's trains from Kings Island are now at Carowinds sitting under Fury's lift hill. So this is a fun little kind of nod to that. This was a fairly easy thing to do. So I just turned the friction all the way up and sunk down the station and then sunk down the track. So it's literally, I don't want to do it because then I have to reset it, but it's like right there at the edge of the surface and it's just sitting there. So that always has to be sitting in testing mode for it to be there, but I thought that'd be like a fun little thing. So we have an extra train for our aero looper that we will be getting eventually. But yeah, that was a kind of a nice little reference. I think that was fun to kind of figure out how to do that. Got the mile long in standard Giga fashion brake run, unnecessarily long brake run. We're probably going to do the transfer track right here, but I'll go ahead and deal with all that as we work our way back from the beginning of the park to that section of the park. You might notice Cam's RMC isn't here. I did rip that out, but he has a copy with that in place, so he's going to keep working on that, and we will plop it down soon. And yeah, we got the layout done. I was thinking maybe we kind of loop it around and do some interaction with the entrance gate, but I tried it out a couple times and it just didn't work. It was kind of weird. So that we went with the more Fury kind of running through the field outside the plaza kind of vibe, flying up and over the paths and stuff. Did the low clearance fences and stuff because, you don't want people running in there to get their hats and stuff. That was a dark joke. If you know what I'm talking about, we got the Fury tunnel. Boom. This is cool. It looks a lot cooler at night. Let's check that out real quick. All lit up and such. It looks, nothing completely original. It's very similar to Fury's, but it's not an exact copy just because I didn't use any reference photos. I went entirely off of memory, so I think that was achieved fairly well. Anyway. Got the little bridge, simple. Fury does have the glass kind of panels right here, but I didn't want to do that and obstruct everything. I just wanted a nice open view of the coaster. So you hit the reverse treble clef right here, and it doesn't really look like, I guess you can't call it that. It kind of looks like a kidney now that I look at it. Anyway, it works. It's smooth. It stays. But got that turnaround into some more low to the ground transitions and stuff kind of flying over the path, and then a couple airtime moments over here. And yeah, nothing crazy, but the layout is finished. I think it turned out pretty okay. It works. Let's go jump into Tegid Cam real quick. All right, here we are in Tegid Cam, technically where we would be in the parking lot walking up on it. Big, again, I'm going to keep saying it, big Fury vibes on this turn. I know Fury's turn faces the parking lot, but, just with how this layout kind of ended up shaping up, it didn't work out all too well, but got a lot of cool views of the coaster and stuff, and that's entirely what we wanted, open fields and stuff, and, it looks good. Where is a train? Oh, there it is. Hold up real quick. There we go. And it's flying. It's hitting like 80 some miles an hour, I think, when it's flying under this, but speed. This coaster is entirely speed. And then it shoots out on the other side into the reverse kidney, I guess. It looks more like a kidney. It doesn't really look like a treble clef, but you know what? Whatever. And then out in the parking lot, it is just flying. It looks good. Looks cool, boys. I'm excited to, tie everything together. But there are a few things that we're going to have to implement, more tied in with the park as we work our way back towards the station, like the backstage area, Cam's coaster and everything. But I don't know. Just I'm very glad I got called out on my bullshit and made this look a lot more realistic. Again, it's not perfect or an exact replica or anything like that, but the bigger supports and the better shaping and all that stuff, it just makes everything look a lot more realistic, and that's exactly what we are going for. Here it comes. That is so cool. I'm very stoked with this. I'm very excited for you guys to come check this out. And we'll do exactly what we did with Appalachian Adventure. We'll have a phase 1 and stuff, so you can come in and check stuff out before it's entirely finished. But yeah, just anywhere in the plaza, like I said in the last episode, there is just coaster everywhere. One more thing I think worth noting is the backstage area. Like I said, a lot of buildings and stuff, home offices, all those buildings and stuff will be back here on the left side of International Street. King's Dominion, it is on the right. And it's all kind of confined into that one space behind that side of International Street, if that makes sense. But yeah, so we'll have some more buildings back here. I'll do all these up, parking lots, parking spaces, crosswalks, everything you would expect in a backstage area. And employee parking lot, kind of a rough outline right here. We'll have an entrance for that kind of running along this side of the parking lot. But that's all stuff that'll get done later. I just want to focus on the park. Yeah, I think that about wraps things up, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I'm going to take the weekend off from editing these things because I've just been up way too late. I've been way too tired, and I'm kind of running on E right now. So I'm going to take a little bit of a burnout break, I guess, a mini one, but I'll be back next week. We will go into Candemonium, like I said, in the Hot Shot episode. We will finish up some Hot Shot stuff, and we will start getting to work on International Street, and then by then, well, it's Christmas time. Shit. So we're going to take a break between Christmas and New Year's. I might have a couple videos backlogged for you guys. And yeah, that's kind of what's good. And then the new year, we will be back with a brand new Valley America episode with Cameron going over his RMC. And yeah, that's what's good. That's, again, what's Gucci. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I do appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you, and good night, Brooklyn.